I see a lot of women saying that men aren't pursuing them. They're not pursuing them anymore. They don't know what they have to do to get a man to pursue them.
I saw a gorgeous girl the other day and nobody talked with her.
What the heck happened to guys?
I hate this generation that we live in. Like, getting flowers for a girl is seen as like this crazy amazing gesture now.
Do you guys sometimes wonder, like, where are the men?
What the fuck is wrong with men?
What's happened to all the real men out there? What's happened?
They're just so rude. So rude.
Dating in society these days is just shit.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Desktop Drop. Let's dive in.
What the heck happened to guys chasing girls? No, like, seriously. I love asking couples and friends that I come across on how they met their boyfriend, and literally every freaking person just says, oh, on a dating app. What the hell happened? What happened to guys like being so obsessed with a girl that they see? They have an instant connection, and then girls play hard to get, and then the guy does anything in his power to win that girl over. Where the hell are these stories? Like, my dad chased my mom for so long, and literally every single one of my friends, especially the European ones, all of their dads chased their moms. I literally never hear these stories anymore. It's so sad.
Guys used to chase because effort actually meant something. Now one wrong move gets called creepy, desperate, broke, toxic, or doing too much. So a lot of guys stopped pursuing and started protecting their peace. Instead of competing for women, treating dating like a talent show.
I hate this generation that we live in. Like, getting flowers for a girl is seen as like this crazy amazing gesture now. It's literally $5 for a cheap bouquet from your local grocery store. I can't, like, what is it gonna take to find somebody that is so like chalant, not nonchalant? You start talking to someone and they play this game of having to wait hours to respond to you. Yeah, they can't act like they like you. It has to be this way or that way. Why can we not just skip the games and just
Men stopped doing simple gestures because too many got punished for effort, mocked for caring, ghosted after planning dates, or treated like entertainers on probation. Now everybody's acting detached and suddenly people miss the old energy.
Can we all, like, collectively figure out what the fuck is wrong with men? Especially men and dating apps. So tell me for why. I've got 500 matches on Schminder, right? And about 4 messages. Like, all these men are waiting to what? Put their lip gloss in their bag before they message? I don't understand. And why I'm single. So then you've jarred me and you picked me because you can't, what, message first? What happened? What happened to, like, real men? Like, proper men. Like men like me dad, who's got a red fucking kitchen. Those kind of men. Oh.
They stopped chasing when dating apps turned them into disposable options. After enough ghosting, dry replies, and ego farming, most stopped performing for women with 500 matches, asking why nobody messages first.
Here comes this guy that's buying me flowers. We bought each other Christmas gifts. We texted nonstop. He would see me like at least 5 times per week. Everything was perfect. Absolutely perfect. Which made me then kind of like him. Because I thought, oh, this one's different. And then just like that, he just starts pulling away, texts less and less, but every 2 or 3 days, hey, how are you doing? How are you getting along? You have the audacity to just string me along? Like, so please, someone tell me.
Men pull away when they realize modern dating punishes attachment. The second they care too much, spend too much, or get emotionally invested, they risk becoming another lesson story on the internet.
This is a bit of a topic around dating apps and how I see this being a massive problem for men committing to relationships. And what I mean by this is there's so much women on dating apps now. Men also too. This goes both ways. But I am seeing so much women at the moment become independent, walk away, choosing to be single, because men are not fucking committing. Men are not doing the work. And it's just crazy to me that you jump on an app, you swipe left and right, and then you meet up with someone, and then, yeah, you date a few times, you go on a few dates, and then next minute, like, people are out the door because people are fearing commitment. I don't know. I do not see myself going on a dating app anytime soon. Dating in society these days is just shit. I'm nearly 28 and I'm like, fuck it, meet someone organically, because it's a dangerous world out there. And I just wanted to really raise that concern.
Men didn't stop committing because they fear love. They stopped investing when dating apps turned relationships into auditions and made loyalty feel replaceable with one swipe.
Do you guys sometimes wonder, like, where are the men? Like, where are the strong men? Where are those men that are really just strong?
Yeah.
Where are the strong men of God? Where are you? I feel for women right now.
Yeah.
I feel like there's this, we've got to be in the end times.
You know, that's what it is.
That's what it is, right?
Yes.
Because I'm looking around and I'm like, this can't be, right?
There really are great men out there.
There's such good men.
I know there is.
Yeah, there's great
I've
men.
met them. We've met them. We know them.
We do.
It's so funny. And are there any girls like me? I'm such a hopeless romantic. There's really nothing that can happen that gets me to give up on love. Like,
No.
I love love.
The strong men didn't disappear. A lot of them just checked out quietly. After years of being marked for masculinity, punished for approaching, and treated like they're dangerous before they even speak.
I see a lot of women saying that men aren't pursuing them. They're not pursuing them anymore. They don't know what they have to do to get a man to pursue them. But listen, let me tell you something. Dating has changed so much post Me Too era. Men, especially younger generations of men, Gen Z, millennial generations, they are not going to pursue women the same way that they pursued women in the past because they don't want to come off as creepy, weird, whatever. Dating has changed. If you are a woman and you want a man, you are going to have to put some effort in. They're not going to chase you like they used to. Or it's not. Especially if you're dating in the Gen Z millennial range. Like, you're going to have to put some work in if you want a man. They're not going to be calling you, showing up to your house with flowers. That's just creepy now.
Guys adapted to the rules they were given. Approached too confidently, creepy, too direct love bombing, too persistent harassment. So now a lot of men stay cautious and only expresses their interests instead of risking humiliation by simply showing attraction.
I genuinely cannot do this anymore. I have to read you these texts from this man. Like, I don't have it in me anymore. What is wrong with everyone? Like I said, I've been on my dating app break, but I was sitting at the airport and I was like, let's just swipey swipe. I have nothing to do. I get on Hinge, match with this guy. He's really cute. We're bantering. He's funny. He says, I'd love to plan a date. Can I get your number and I'll send you the plan? I'm like, yeah, perfect. Love that. Love an action taker. He texted me last night at like 8 o'clock. He's like, hey, Danny. I say, hey. Then he says, so the plan right now. Keep in mind, this man lives like an hour away from me. He says, beach around 11:30. First of all, I don't even know what day he's talking about. He's not said a day. Light lunch, acai bowls, home, relax a little. His house? I don't know him. And then we can go to my gym. It's called Lifetime. I know what Lifetime is. Then we can either go for a nice dinner or we can cook something up at my place. I was thinking steaks with the works. Keep in mind, I've never met this man. We have talked for 5 minutes on Hinge. I am not going to your house. Still going. My homie and his wife will be coming to the beach too. She's super sweet. These texts are all coming in at like 8:40, one after another. I'm like, I'm going to bed. I'm going to deal with this tomorrow. He goes, we'll be hooping for a little too. They got a couple hoops done there. And there's some good run. Like, again, I don't know this man. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on, but fine. Just in general, way too much for like a quick first date with a guy from an app, but fine. I'm like, I'm going to bed. In the morning, I'm going to figure out how to be like, we should just grab coffee. Like, this is too much for a first date. I do not know you. I'm not going to your house. This is at 8:40 p.m. At 7:16 a.m., he texts me, yeah, I'm not going to do the responding every 8 hours type of thing. Between 8:40 p.m. and 7:16 a.m., I had not responded yet. This is what he hit me with. Like, don't worry, I was going to get back to you. As a random man from the internet, you are not entitled to a fast response time, especially not between the hours of me going to bed, waking up, going to the gym, and then getting home. I will respond to you, just not at this particular second. But just so rude. So rude.
Playing too little, low effort, playing too much, love bombing, text too slow, he's uninterested, text too fast, he's desperate. Modern dating turned basic interest into a penalty box.
What's happened to all the real men out there? What's happened? Any women of my age, I'm an older woman, I'm sure there's plenty of other women out there around my age that have been in marriages for a long time, and the dating scene is completely different than it used to be. There was no internet, there was no mobile phones, there was no social media, no dating sites, no DMs. If you were to speak to each other, you had to pick up the phone, pick up the landline, or go and knock their door, and you'd have a proper conversation, yeah? And men got their kicks out of meaningful relationships and meaningful sex. I feel like the men nowadays are missing out on all of that because they seem to get their kicks out of going out at a weekend, down in 10 pints, 2 or 3 bags of coke and a shag at the end of the evening. And if they can't get that, a bit of porn. You know, it's like, where are all the real men gone? Where are they? There must be some out there somewhere, but the men nowadays seem to think that, to keep a woman interested is like message her, and then when she replies, take a couple of days to read it. And then take a couple of days to actually reply back to her, yeah. I don't know if that's how the women are kept interested nowadays, the younger women, but us older women, we get bored. We get bored and we lose interest because we've seen all the games. We've heard all the excuses. We've seen all the tricks. We've had enough of it. We've seen it all and we see all through it. We completely see through it and we just get bored. What keeps us interested is consistency, communication, men that can actually speak, that haven't got too much ego and pride to actually fucking speak to you. They just go quiet all the time because it's a silent treatment, the ghosting, all that. It seems to be trendy. Why is it so fucking trendy? Huh? Do men not want the same out of women that women want out of men anymore? Men used to enjoy that. They don't seem to want that anymore. And do you know what? Us women are becoming more and more single. There's so many more single women nowadays, especially us older ones, because we've seen it all and we don't want to play these games anymore. We feel like we're just left with fucktards and fuckboys who just want to, get high on a bit of coke or whatever at the weekend instead of actually getting some meaningful fulfillment, and then they just feel shit throughout the week and they don't want to speak to you. No, not for me, and not for a lot of older women like me that I know as well. We're enjoying our life on our own. If a man can come along and make us happier than we actually are, and communicate with us, give us consistency, and make us actually feel good about ourselves, then, we're usually interested. But I don't feel like there are any real men out there anymore. They're just fuck boys. They just get their kicks out of coke and alcohol and porn, basically. So, yeah, us older single women will probably end up dying single because it's one of the best places when all you're faced with is a load of fuckboys. Any real men out there want to, come up and step up because, these fuckboys need to step out the way to let the real men in. So if there is any out there, let us know. Let us women know. We know we're not, any spring chickens. We know we're not models. We don't expect the earth. We just want the basics, which seems to be a really, really big task for a man nowadays. The basics: communication, consistency, and care and consideration. The basics. I think they should teach it in school nowadays. I really do. I really feel that they should teach boys how to treat women in school, because maybe it's where there's a lot of breakups nowadays, a lot of single parents. Maybe they're just not experiencing that anymore. And if the men of nowadays are their influence, they're not getting very good lessons, are they? So, yeah, maybe start teaching it in schools, how to treat a woman. And there'll be a lot less single people about.
Man didn't disappear. A lot just checked out. Years of being mocked for approaching, judged by income, height, confidence, texting speed, and expected to perform perfectly. Turned dating into emotional customer service. Now people miss real men after rewarding detachment, punishing vulnerability, and calling traditional effort too much.
Where are all the good men at? They're at the house. They're at the house with a good woman, or they're at the house because they were mistreated by a raggedy woman and they're not interested. See, men can be alone. They're designed to be alone. Although God said it's not good for them to be alone, they can be alone. See, we as women need all of these requirements. Like, we need physical touch, we need attention, we need affection, we need this, we need that. Because God made us the weaker vessel. We're softer. We require things. Men don't require they don't require so much. A lot of women like to say, "Oh, child, I just can't do all that for no man." They don't require a whole lot, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there, because all the good men in the house. They in the house. They don't have time for all these games and this foolishness y'all out here trying to do. They just rather sit in the house, play their video games, fix their own dinner, Netflix, and chill with themselves, get them a beer, some popcorn, some just hang out with themselves and with their boys or something like that. They're not interested because they've been done wrong so many times, or the first time was just so bad. They just don't have it in them for another try, and I ain't mad at them. I get that. I really do. It's sad. It's sad, but that's where they at. They in the house. They in the house, They in the house, baby.
Good men aren't missing. A lot just stopped volunteering for modern dating after getting drained, disrespected, or treated like disposable entertainment. Now they're home, protecting their peace.
I don't know who need to hear this, but if you are like me in your 30s and just out here dating or whatever the case is, Lower Greenville, and you are in Dallas, Lower Greenville is where it's at, boo. I'm sad that I came out the house like this because I'm literally just running errands, doing the adult thing of grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, and the men's is outside. Like, why nobody told me this is where we should be scouting and looking for the men's? The men's is outside. So now, and this is Saturday afternoon, I can only imagine what it's like from brunch hours to turn up in these street hours. Like, ladies, Dallas, Lower Greenville, get here.
Funny how where the men turns into scouting locations. The second man stopped chasing. Now everybody suddenly realizes attention isn't guaranteed anymore. Anyways, that's enough for today. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and stay tuned for the next video.